In Kingdom Come, Deliverance, King Sigismund the Fox is the ultimate villain who burns down Skalitz, and Sir Radzig Kobyla is the noble lord who loses everything yet keeps fighting for the rightful king. But what if I told you that the real history between these two men is far more complex and far more brutal than anything Warhorse Studios showed us in the game? While Kingdom Come 2 takes us into the chaotic streets of Kutna-Hora, the real-life proxy war between Sigismund and Radzig ended in a tragedy so horrific it makes Game of Thrones look like a bedtime story. Today, we are looking at the real fate of Sir Radzig, and why Sigismund the Fox might not be the mindless tyrant you think he is. In the first game, Warhorse Studios used a clever storytelling trick. We rarely saw Sigismund directly. Instead, we fought his proxies, ruthless men like Markvart von Aulitz or the deceptive Istvan Toth. Because these henchmen were so cruel, our minds automatically assumed that Sigismund must be an absolute monster. But the historical truth is much more fascinating. Sigismund wasn't a mindless brute. He was a brilliant, calculating politician. He inherited a broken, divided, and bankrupt empire, and through sheer political genius and ruthless diplomacy, he built it into a massive European powerhouse, eventually becoming the Holy Roman Emperor. To him, burning Skalitz wasn't personal, it was just a necessary chess move to finance his massive political ambitions. And this brings us to Sir Radzig Kobyla. When you play Kingdom Come, the game sets Radzig up as this legendary, untouchable figure. With his immense charisma and political weight, it feels like he is destined for ultimate greatness, perhaps to become a grand ruler with a peaceful retirement ahead of him. But that is the ultimate illusion. In reality, the events of the game weren't a victory lap, they were just the opening act of an exhausting, non-stop war. Radzig's entire life became a desperate, endless struggle against Sigismund's overwhelming power. He didn't get a glorious throne or a peaceful end. Instead, he was forced to fight tooth and nail just to survive in a country that was rapidly tearing itself apart, and the ultimate price he paid for his loyalty to the old king is something the game hasn't even prepared you for. To understand why Radzig was trapped in this endless nightmare, we have to look at the royal blood feud. Radzig was fiercely, blindly loyal to King Wenceslas IV, Sigismund's weak half-brother and the rightful king of Bohemia. Sigismund wanted the crown for himself, and because Radzig was Wenceslas's most capable military leader, it placed a massive target on his back. For years, Radzig fought a desperate war to defend his king, but decades of non-stop conflict, foreign invasions, and heavy taxes took a devastating toll, not on the kings but on the ordinary people. The land was bleeding, and the peasants were pushed to their absolute psychological limits. In 1416, just a few years after the events of the game, Radzig was sent to the town of Shrudim to collect royal taxes. But the exhausted, angry population, fueled by rising religious anger, didn't see a noble savior anymore. They just saw a symbol of an oppressive system that kept them in poverty. A furious mob stormed the tavern where Radzig was staying. They dragged him into the mud, beat him to death, and literally tore his body to pieces on the street. The ultimate tragedy of Sir Radzig Kobyla isn't just his brutal death, it's the bitter irony. The legendary knight who survived Sigismund's ruthless armies and terrifying Cuman mercenaries was ultimately betrayed and butchered by the very people he spent his entire life trying to protect. Years of endless war didn't just break the kingdom, it turned ordinary citizens into monsters. Is Warhorse saving Sir Radzig's horrifying final chapter for a potential Kingdom Come 3? What do you think? Will Henry be there to witness his father's tragic end? Or will the developers alter history to give Radzig a better fate? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this historical deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe for more gaming lore, and I'll see you in the next video.